Welcome to
Pass It Down Garage.
Today we're at the Mopar Swap Meet in Indianapolis, Indiana. So we just got back from the swap meet about 3 or 4 hours ago. We're in the garage. We've been working on the Mustang a little bit more. We did get some things, universal stuff for Mustang at the Mopar meet. We ended up getting a nitrous bottle heater blanket and a new nitrous bottle mounts because I'm going to be doing 2 bottles. I'm going to be going to a 2-stage nitrous plate. So that's something we got. Gage is going to take apart the steering column, and then we're going to be getting ready to rewire our new turn signal switch and wiring harness, and we'll go from there. Can you see if you can pull that thing off? Nope. That thing. Will it pull off? Or is it too tight?
Too tight.
Okay, we're gonna need to get a puller on that. So we'll need to get a puller and get that off. So 1 second. Off. So we already have the wires cut and the old plastic piece is taken off. This is where the lever normally goes. Okay. So now we need to take this and we need to pull it through all the way down, and pull it out from the bottom. And then our new one, we'll have to take your wire, I'll have to put it in there and shove it down. This is going to go right there. And then you'll have your shift lever and all that stuff on there.
So like this.
Yep, that's your turn signals. Okay, first we gotta get this other stuff done first. Alright. So let's take these 3 off. Now we're ready to pull these wires out. We'll have to do that from the bottom. So can you get out quick?
Okay. I think I could get it from right there.
I'll be right there. Hang on a second. He wants daddy. Because he's daddy's boy. My race car buddy.
My dad told him he wouldn't even reach for me. I can't tell him.
Because you're daddy's boy. Aren't you? I think you're ready for a ball of sneaky. Good. Awesome. Alright. Let's go down here. Okay. Okay, so pull this out. Slide it down. Keep going. Good. Okay, now you need to come down here. Hang on. Let me get this light down here. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. This right here. You take this and you pull it down. There we go.
Yep.
Grab and pull it. You gotta pull it down, like towards the brakes. There you go. Awesome. Okay. Now when you flip this over, grab this part. Yep, pull it down. Yep, and then pull this all. There we go. Perfect. And then now we'll need to disconnect. We'll need to disconnect that. Which that's going to be kind of hard, so Daddy's going to do this, okay? I think can you hold the camera? Your name on it? It's only been together since 1967. There we go. Awesome, see? And now we just need to take these out, take the pins out, put our new ones in, and then we're ready to put everything back together.
Now pause.
Yep. So we got our pins out of our old wiring harness, and this is the main clip. You have to take those out so you can snake the wire down the steering column. Then you'll have to put the pins back in the same configuration and then plug it back in. You have 3 bolts that hold the retainer and the turn signal switch in place. and then you just have to reinstall everything the same way you took it apart. You ready, Gage? Okay. I need you to get under here like you were before. Remember when you were laying down there? And then I'm gonna start putting this through. And then when it sticks out that hole there, I need you to start pulling on it. Okay? Alright, well we may have messed up.
What?
Let me put this on first. So we need to loosen that back up. That's trash. We don't need that. Take this back off. Hold this, please.
Now we have to take the wiring back off.
We just gotta take this back off and
Let's have to take the screws off.
loosen back up and put the new one back on. So we'll do that and continue when we're done with that. So we screwed up gauge. We forgot to mount that first, didn't we?
First we were supposed to put that together and then put the screws on, and then we were supposed to put the
Lever and everything on, yeah. So we screwed up, so we'll need to take it apart and do it for the third time.
We messed up 2 times.
Yep. First time we forgot to put that on there, and now we need to get that on first before we get that on. So, off for the third time. So we've got the spacer on, the back part on, the turn signal switches inside. We're going to tighten this in a little bit, but first we're going to go ahead and tighten up the bracketry so we can put the steering wheel on, and then we'll use a long extension. This way we can hold on to the steering wheel so it doesn't turn as we tighten the center nut, because if you don't have something to hold in place when you tighten this, you'll actually turn the wheel. So you need to have something to keep it stationary. Gagey is going to tighten up these bolts, and then once we get those tight, we'll be able to move on to the next step. You ready, Gage? You take this.
My door is still open.
That's fine. Put this piece on that.
This is the Allen wrench, and we're going to use this wrench to tighten up the steering wheel.
Hey, go ahead, buddy. Then use this side.
Oh,
Because this side, the long side's hitting here, so twist it that way. Oh, you're good.
and now it looks like it's all done.
Now what do we have to do now? What do we have to do now? We need to tighten this bolt that's in here, right? Okay, so we'll do that next. Okay?
I'm so glad that we got the steering wheel together, so now we're going to screw it again.
High five. Alright,
I did too.
what do we do now?
I don't know.
I'm gonna finish the wiring,
Yeah, probably.
and then we can do the gauges and stuff. The light switch. Yeah, so right now we have
I don't even know what it is.
right now we have all the wires that we need to do for the gauge cluster. We've got the light switch, the brake switch, all the wiring down there, and then all of our new gauges will be going in as well. So we have a lot of wiring to do. And we'll show you what it's like when we're done.
Now that we put the wheel together, we're gonna go ahead and put the corner on. And then get in the seat. And then let's do it like so. Follow it in the middle. Then follow it. Yeah, we got the horn on.
Mint.
Now, we got the wheel all together. Now, we have to do the oiling. Down there.
Okay. See you in a little bit.
See you in a little bit.
Alright, Gagey, so we got the wiring harness in, and now all we have to do is match these wires to the wires that are in the plug right here, and just push them in, and then they'll clip in place, okay?
Okay.
There's a little line right here, and it matches up with the line right there, so we know that it goes in like that, okay? So now we got our center wire in, by flipping it over. So you got the yellow here. So we put the yellow there. The next one is a red with a white with a red stripe. So when I look here, we see white with a red stripe right here. Okay, so that's going to be our next one we're going to do. And it goes right next to it. So we have it like this. This is going to go in, and we're just going to push. We're just going to click in. Click. Okay. Our next wire here, what color is that one? Green. And it has a, does it have a stripe on it anywhere? No. You don't see a red stripe on there? Green. You know. Let's look at a wire diagram. Let's look at a wire diagram. To be the what?
I can't get it.
To be continued. To be continued. You can't say continued, can you?
No, I can't.
Alright. To be continued. So here's our Mustang hood. Just purchased it not too long ago. Oh, focus, man. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. Picked it up in Cincinnati. Was able to save a lot of money on shipping, so I actually got it direct out of the mold. There's going to be a lot of issues we're going to have to deal with. We've got spots here where you can see where it's molded up, built up. You got some pitting. A little bit of cracking there, but that's minor. You got the gel coat. You can see where they brushed the gel coat on. So we're gonna have to sand all that smooth. And a little bit of nicks and stuff we'll have to fill up. But I bought it so cheap when you get it directly out of the mold. Even if you try to get the ready to paint, you always have to still prep it and be able to get it to be smooth. So even if you buy it ready for paint, it's just terrible. I mean, you still have to do just as much work to get it to look good. So I'm going to be sanding this all down, and then we'll see what it looks like after that.